Did you put?
Yeah, that's Montour.
All right, welcome everybody tuning in to the Montour Spartans final game of the season, playing against the Armstrong Riverhawks. Played them once before in their arena. It was a tough-fought battle that we fell to them. They rank one above us currently. As for today's lineup, I think we are missing two of our defensemen as they're making their way back from a tournament from their travel teams in North Carolina, from my understanding. Dominic Platt and Gavin Keaton. Sorry, that's right. They're both on the BT1 team for Foxes. So short two of our strong defensemen, and going against a very large bench here tonight, here on home ice. Going to be a battle. Starting us off today is Levi Baldoff with Allison and Chambers on either side. Right off the bat, we have they gain the zone, but Brayton picks a pocket and they turn it over in the neutral zone. They'll send one all the way on net. Collision there as they gain entry. Hawks possess, trying to sling it into the slot. And his shot comes in, gets deflected wide. Riverhawks first to it. Shot back out. A good stick check there by Baldoff. And the Spartans will send it out deep. Going to be icing. Rosenwald, Cronin, and trying to see who else is out there. Bentley White is with Seth Baldoff on defense. I think Chambers stays in. They're advancing the puck close to the net. Now batted to the wide. Seth in pursuit. Into the corner. Tough. Bentley White working with him. And Baldoff ends up with the puck. Ball off, pass up to Chambers, gets cut off, and another cut off, and A.J. Rosenwald with some speed, gaining the zone. Tries to take a shot, gets lifted up. Another shot back. Cronin! Cronin able to pick up the change on a great behind pass by Chambers. Montour first to draw blood. Jake Cronin able to just lift that up enough over the pads to find the back of the net. Great vision by Chambers on the assist. Roman Haig now out with Allison. I guess it looks like we're going to have probably double line. Tracy's out there now. Allison gaining the zone, trying to handle it in closer and able to lift it off his stick. Now Roman Haig turns things around and he gets his pockets picked. Well, and off to the races. Drager able to keep him wide, still sitting with them. They center the passes out in front. And the Spartans pick it up. Haig trying to find Tracy in stride and finds Riverhawk instead. Now they gain the zone. Charging towards the net. Take a shot. That goes. Finds the back of that. Riverhounds respond shortly after. Good interference in front of the net. I think it just went up over the pads. Most of the boys here tonight, or a lot of the boys here tonight, have coming home from a tournament. Several of them, 4 games over the weekend, concluding as late as this morning. Them getting back, playing in their 5th game, as most tournaments promise at least 4 games for the weekend. White sending it around the ball off. Ball off in the corner, getting his body in there. Still battling with the Hawk behind. Hawks come up with it. Sets the back at it. Trying to block off that pass, and it's Cronin. Cronin able to serve it up. Chambers gets hit hard. They say no. Not something that you can do in this league, but it's on full. No penalty called there either. Now it's Jakey Cronin picking that pocket. He'll bat it towards the net. Now it's behind. Baldoff working against there. Cronin gets a stick on it. Hawks end up with it. Chambers with some good pressure. Baldoff comes back. Good back check. They'll send it back in deep. Rosenwald takes the ice. Hawks with a pass across. Both of them miss it. Roman Haig ends up with it. Oh, a good pass. Skating in the zone. Good puck protection. They're able to work against him. Hawks find the puck. AJ's up. Skating with them. Haig working back. Cross-ice pass. Bentley and Haig able to work that free. Drager, sorry. 3 yellow helmets out there now. Got to be icing here on the Spartans to take it back in the defensive zone. Baldoff on the face-off. And Baldoff working on defense. Levi skating up. Got Chambers with him and Tracy. Centering pass out in front. Chambers trying to work it. He gets knocked off his skates. Now Tracy back in the corner. Foxes send it back in, across the bow. Baldoff sends it to Baldoff. Seth will send it in. Finding defensive on the way, and they quick clear it. Bentley White getting position on that puck underneath. The Hawks still keep it in. That puck sails over the net. The Spartans turn it the other way. Trying to push it up to Chambers, but intercepted by the Hawks, and they turn it around. skating all the way in, getting there. Humbert has the answer. He'll get in the way of that shot. Spartans clear. Riverhawks skating around. Gain the zone, taking the slot, pushed wide. The centering pass out front, can't connect. Spartans got a stick on it. That puck will trickle past wide of the net. It's not Humbert. Ah! Humbert's not in net tonight. Thank you. That's Anthony Colabash in net. Sorry, I was talking to Humbert. I didn't even think to check. Hey, good back check. Riverhawks sail one wide and behind. Yes. Drager working the puck up. He's able to clear it. Rosenwald picking it up mid-ice. Shot comes in into the weighted glove of the Riverhawks netminder.
I think he said dump it in by Foxes.
Did I say?
Yeah, he said the Foxes.
Crap.
Earlier. It was like 3 plays ago.
I said Foxes earlier. I apologize. I did 4 Foxes games here earlier this weekend with Levi. Oh, shoot. All right. Chambers working that puck. Trying to center it there out in front. Got balled off in, I think Allison working out front. They try to get to him, and Hawks able to chip it. Gain possession, and they're off. They're going to be offsides here. Couple errors tonight. Anthony Colabash in net. And it's the Spartans playing, not the Foxes. I said, yeah, I did, purposely this time. Baldoff taking the face off, pushing it into the Riverhawks. They turn it around. Then Chambers picks it up. Allison works it back in deep. They say no penalty. A little scrum. They'll pass it up. Seth Baldoff turning it around. Levi takes the charge. Trying to pass it out in front. He doesn't lose the biscuit behind. Back out to Seth. Held in by Allison. Allison trying to work that puck forward. It comes in as Chambers crashes the net. They're going to bottle it up and stop the play. Good back and forth movement here tonight. Spartans standing strong. A lot of line changes here. Drager sends it back around the corner. Tracy's back there with Rosenwald. Centering pass. I thought that went in. Didn't. Able to deflect it wide. White just getting in the way there, using his body position. That's all right. That's Verchek, I think. Hang on. My eyes check. Rosenwald gets underneath. Hawks trying to work it forward. Rosenwald will dump it in. No icing. Close enough to the red line. Now Hawks advancing. Getting around one. Drager and Verchek able to work that puck free. Haig's going to turn around the other way. He's got Rosenwald and Tracy with him. He gets it in deep. Rosenwald sets up in front of the net. He sends it in. It's there. Shot. Drager wide. Rosenwald working the corner still. Hawks trying to clear it. Hey, can't pass it. Hawks. Spartans getting away with that one. Jeez. Once it starts, I don't know. I apologize. Here we go. Verchek getting in there. I'll stick on that. Puck is wide. Puck gets all the way back to Drager. Drager working it. He'll skate it out. Drager gaining the zone for the Spartans. Lines one up. Goes off the glove. Deflects wide and deep. Good keep by the Spartans. Working the line. Does pop out. Neutral ice. Allison gives chase. Drager working now with Baldoff behind. Got some action in front of the net. Hawks still with possession. Baldoff with a good stick on it, able to relieve them of the puck. They send it a shot across the bow. High. Allison will pick it up. Allison trying to work it up to Cronin. He'll at least work it into the Hawks zone. We'll turn it around. Hawks scan the zone, takes a shot. It's loose. White picks it up. Trying to get it out to Cronin, but they pick up the puck. Cronin finds it. Balled off around the boards. Puck clears. Tracy trying to get stick in there. They're just going to dump the puck in. Going to be icing on the Hawks. Is it? Okay. Rosenwald taking his face off. Chambers and working that puck over to Haig. Haig trying to pick it off on the wall. The Spartans hold strong. Keep it in. Hawks reverse it around and try the other way. Seth keeps it in. Haig picking it up off the line. He'll advance the puck, trying to get it closer. Another shot. Rosenwald trying to clean it up. Can't get to it. It's behind. Good pressure on the net there by the Spartans. They're going to be offsides. The shot after the whistle. Going to go to the box for that shot after the whistle blew on net. So the Spartans are going to get here a 2-minute power play, man advantage. It's a penalty because he shot after the whistle. So the whistle plays the play dead. It's unsportsmanlike. I'm not sure what the call is. I should know. Maybe somebody could chat it. Not seeing anything. Levi balled off on point. Tracy to his side with Allison. Puck all the way out past Verchek back with Drager. That shot cut across the bow goes just wide of the net. They work it out into neutral ice. Allison giving chase. Stick sent back in deep in the Spartan zone, and Drager will collect it with some speed, gaining the Riverhawks zone. Able to get all the way there. That puck deflects out in front. It's still loose. Spartans couldn't find it. Puck comes all the way back to Calabash. Baldoff passes up to Tracy. Tracy gaining the zone. He'll send one across wide of the net. That's Drager trying to work it up to Baldoff for the point. Just goes off the stick funny. Baldoff passes it back to Drager. Drager again on the attack. Trying to blast one in, and Baldoff keeps it in. Sends it up to Drager. Drager has a man down low. Working it towards the net. Takes a shot. Goes off the glove. Over the other side, Baldoff. Seth. Cross ice to Drager again. Trying to shoot. It goes wide of the net. This Cronin working against the wall. Baldoff keeps it in again. Sends it back in deep. 13 seconds left in the penalty. Minute left here in the first period. The Hawks chip it out. Seth turns it around, neutral. Back, and it's Baldoff with the puck. Trying to find on the blue line, and they Hawks pick it up. Off to the races. The shot on goal goes off of Calabash's glove. Able to save that one. Another shot comes in, redirected off of White. Baldoff sending it around the boards up to the point. Hawks get it. Shot from the point, blocked by Seth Baldoff. Can't work it out yet. Still got a guy in front of the net. Turn around, take a shot. Calabash easily sees that puck into his glove. Someone was net guard on the ice, and Levi was skating around with his mouth guard in his cage again. Mom's going to tackle him. He's in trouble. Rosenwald on that face-off. Hawks sending it in deep, 15 seconds left. Hawks trying to find the slot. The Spartans will clear it. Still 8 seconds left. Hawks turn it around. Spartans send it back to neutral, and that'll do it here for the first period. Tie game here with 1-1. Back at it here for the second period. A little shout out to the other differently spelled Baldoff on the Riverhawks side. We have two of our own Baldoffs with a separate spelling on the ice against. Verchek turning that puck around, finding AJ Rosenwald, gaining the zone. He had a path. It's some open ice. The puck does not stay inbound, so we're going to get called for offsides. Little backhand pass out in front. And currently Chambers maintaining possession, and Haig dogging that puck. Rosenwald gets past him, and they send it to neutral. Verchek on his heels. They get to it first, but Calabash will just freeze the puck here, stop the advance. Baldoff on the fence. Baldoff this time. Skating behind the net. Slings it up and out of the zone to neutral. Allison with some good pressure there. Able to force a turnover in neutral. Levi Baldoff trying to advance it. Get a stick on it. They collapse around him. Sends it back. Baldoff pass to White. Spartans reset. Tracy gaining the zone. Now behind the net. They're going to find a different way to skate it out. Pass into the Spartan zone. Called offsides as he jumped the line. Gonna line up here in the center ice. White tips it up to Cronin. Cronin advances, trying to find Rosenwald in stride. Gained the zone, but quickly turned around by the Hawks. Hawks in the zone. Seth takes the body. So working against the wall there. Roman Haig picks it up. Haig, and Cronin, and Rosenwald from the slot, trying to hold it up. They'll bat it to the corner. Rosenwald finds it first. Haig ends up with it, trying to find that slot, trying to pull the trigger. A lot of Hawks in the way. The Hawks turn it around. Rosenwald on his heels, able to hit from behind. Baldoff almost knocked off his skates. Hawks still hold it up. Centering pass gets past their man and back to center ice. That puck, a little muff. They'll lift it up and out of play. I wish they did delay game penalties. I don't think it will be. Not in this league. Baldoff, Chambers, and Tracy on the forward line with Drager and Verchek on defense. Hawks able to win that one. Passes ahead of them and wide. Drager gives chase. Verchek behind with their man on the wall. Chip back to Chambers, pick it up. They'll send it up just over the stick of Tracy. Have enough legs for icing on Spartans. Excuse me. Get some new legs in there. Rosenwald, Allison the Haig now up. Little chip up there. Calabash up to the task will stop the puck. We'll do it again. Drager will just send it to the middle. The Spartans clear it, but get tied up. It gets far enough and then deep to the Hawk zone. From the slot, Allison takes the shot just off the edge of Rosenwald's stick. Now Haig takes another one, lines it up. It's still loose. Haig still will win there. Rosenwald sends one back to center. Drager sets up. That puck again deflected wide. Rosenwald controlling. Trying to center it out there. Oh, just outside of Haig's reach. The Hawks turn it around. Verchek and what's going on behind the net there? Verchek can't find the stick. Lost his stick. The Spartans will pick it up. A good move there by Drager. Still in the zone. Lazy shot to the goal. Now wide. Spartans clear it, but going to go in deep for an icing call. That puck comes in all the way to Colabash, and he'll pick it up off his pads, stop the play, get another face off here. Shot comes in again. Davis from the Hawks able to pick it up. And now it's Chambers trying to get it around one. Drops it up, but Baldoff picks it up and he drops it. They'll tip it out to neutral. Seth Baldoff passes over to White. Baldoff trying to get it in. He gets chipped at the line. Now it's beneath him. The Hawks now advancing the puck. Seth cuts that pass off. He'll turn it around. Trying to get it in deep. He goes to the boards pretty hard. Going to get a penalty on the Hawks for a check into the boards. It gets up. Trying to shake that one off. Definitely hurt. Two-minute penalty on the Hawks. Spartans with the man advantage. Rosenwald, Haig, and Chambers on the forwards with White and Dreger back. Able to get past one, short-handed. He'll take a shot. Colabash deflects it into the corner, saving the Spartans on the short-handed. Dreger trying to feed it across the ice to Rosenwald. Gets cut off. Good back check by Chambers. Chambers able to pick it up. He does it right back. The pass out. Rosenwald gets chipped at the wall. Good chip by Dreger, able to turn it around. A couple quick line changes here. Haig stepping in. He'll take a shot. And their goalie finds it glove. Hawks with good possession here on the penalty kill. Another backhand shot by Haig from the wing. Try this again. Rosenwald pushes it forward. He'll clean it up off the wall. He'll send one across the bow. Good rip. Dreger trying to keep it in. They get it out. That puck's cut off by Haig. Haig ends up with the biscuit. He gets back checked. And Chambers able to repay the. I'll back out the center. Dreger holds it up. Spartans charge. We're going to get a penalty here again, as the Hawks will get caught for tripping. So the Spartans will have the 2-man advantage for a full 41 seconds, not minutes. Let's see if the Spartans can capitalize on a 5 versus 3. Rosenwald and Chambers taking that. Rosenwald still in possession. Haig will send one in, trying to redirect Chambers out in front. Hawks in deep behind the Spartans defense and getting first to it. They can't clear it. Calabash sends it to Haig, and Haig will take off with some speed. Rosenwald, and he'll take a shot, goes high up over the net. Chambers picks it up, sends it back and across. Drager hands it to Haig. Haig sends it back in, redirect, still there. Chambers trying to chip it, goes up and over the net. Rosenwald now in the corner. Hawks get one man back, and we'll have a 4-on-5 for the next minute. Dump pass. E sends one in. Defense finds it. Gets in deep, and Chambers trying to feed out in front. Drager, shot, goes off the pads. This goalie's playing tough. Send it around up the boards. Out of the zone, but Haig finding it, and they'll chip it back in. Chambers giving chase. They'll dish it to the goalie there. And Calabash will stop the play. 25 seconds left on the power play. Hawks working to the point. The shot comes in. Calabash in front of that puck. Goes around and behind. Up to another point. That shot super wide. Seth gets knocked off his line and into the boards. It's Tracy working with Seth. They still have the puck. They send it out to the slot. Sails one over there. Seth working behind. They try to feed it out center. Spartans cut it off. Do a quick turnaround. Baldoff getting in front of that puck. Now 8 Allison. Puck out in front. He'll set it back in. Calabash gets gloves on it. Bites it wide. Baldoff. There we go, getting a parent cut, kicked out. They're talking or something. Ref took exception to some of the comments from the crowd. Balled off on the face-off. Spartans clear it. Allison tips it forward. Gets in the way of that one. I guess no penalty. It's offsides, but I didn't think they'd get some kind of advantage of having a parent kicked out. They chip it out of the zone, and they'll sling it in deep. Going to be icing on the Hawks. I don't know if it was the first time he was talking, but he disagreed with the call, and he was very assertive of that. Ref didn't like it. Hawks with possession, maintain it. They'll cut it out of the zone. Back to Drager. Drager with a couple good dekes. And they keep it in. Verchek trying to get to it. Drager knocked off his line. Hawks end up with the puck, and they'll send it in. That hits a post and drops out. I don't know. That's about as close as they come. Ref was right there. Saw it the whole way. No goal. That puck comes in. Spartans get a stick on it. Rosenwald cuts that off. Trying to push up. Chambers gets behind. Chambers on the line. Breakaway. Can't get the stick on the puck. A little bit outside his reach. Verchek getting the body in there. Drager working out in front. Verchek. They come all the way to the front. There's a scrum in front. Somebody's down. And it's Drager. Only able to get the puck out. Drager on the attack with Chambers and Rosenwald. He'll send one in and it's behind the net. Chambers there first. He gets pounded at the boards. They chip it out, comes to center. They have a good way of spreading it out. It's going to be icing on the Hawks. Very vocal bench. Ball off Haig and Chambers. Puck in deep. Chambers takes a shot, finds a stick on the way in. Haig on the other side. That puck comes out, going to be offsides by Montour. Montour possessing in the Hawks zone, slung in by Chambers. Hawks end up with it behind the net. We'll send it out. White turns it around the neutral. Balled off and Haig working. Balled off with a ripper, goes just wide of the net. That should have been a penalty as Chambers gets checked into the boards. White maintains in, sends it in for Chambers. Or Tracy. It was Tracy that took the hit. Apologies. He gets off. White holding the line. Allison getting there on the forecheck. Working on the boards. They'll send it in deep into the Hawks zone. Boys are looking pretty tired out there. Haig able to get a stick on that one. Disrupt that pass out. Comes all the way back into the Spartans zone. White sends it over to Drager. Drager passes it up, trying to find Allison in stride just ahead of him. Icing on the Spartans. Yeah, Tracy got hit into the boards pretty hard. And I'm surprised the ref was there. Didn't make a call. Drager dishing the puck. Can't make it out. Send it back in deep, but he cuts off that pass back in. Back out to neutral and into the Hawk zone. Allison and AJ on the forecheck. Yeah, cut off by Drager. Advances it to Rosenwald. He has got a line. Trying to get it in. And he makes a save. Great attempt by the Spartans there. Hawks send around the boards. Spartans trying to get it out, and they chip it. They got a couple guys high in the neutral zone. White will toss it out over the bench. So we'll take a face-off here in our defensive zone. 3 seconds left here in the second period. That'll conclude the second period. We have a tie game here, an exciting match. Tied at 1. The ref blows the whistle. He says, let's go. Neither team moving. Intensive. The ref is looking at his watch. Come on, guys. Balled off Allison and Tracy on this line. Balled off pursuing the puck. Gave a good chase. Hawks cross ice pass. Good scrum on the boards here. Hawks end up with it. They'll sling one, goes over the net. A centering pass gets past everybody. Allison applying the pressure. Sent back in and chip it. Still loose. Another good save by Calabash off of the pads. Seth Baldoff leaning into that one on the wall. Other Baldoff trying to pass it forward. Shot goes in. Calabash able to deflect it. Seth Baldoff now around the boards. The Spartans clear the zone, and then it's Levi. Levi pass one, ends up with the puck. Try to pass that out. Hawks turn it around. Rosenwald using his body, turns it around. Good deke there, gains the zone. Protecting the puck, takes a shot. It comes in quick. It gets back to the puck himself. Hawks turn it around. Get around one. Drager able to bat that puck. Now it's Chambers. He'll send one in wide. They block it. They clear the zone. They have 6 men! 6 men on the ice, sorry. Very, very late whistle. They should, yeah. Bench penalty. Sorry for your ears if you had to turn me up. Rosenwald steps in there with Chambers and Hegg. Drager and Verchek back. Back to Drager. Drager sends it across to Verchek. Verchek lines one up, gets blocked. And it's a 2-on-1 here. As Drager gets in there, they pass it just ahead of him, and it goes in the corner. Try to send one back in. Now they're feeding the center slot. And Chambers gets it over to Rosenwald. Rosenwald working the boards, trying to feed Haig. Off the boards, cut off by Chambers. Dishes it over to Drager. Drager pressed against the boards and relieved of the puck. Hag in there working hard and physical. And the Hawks end up with it. Pass almost cut off. It goes in deep. They send it around the boards. They find the slot. Trying a backhand shot. Calabash deflects it. Another centering pass just ahead of the Hawks. Puck comes back in. It gets loose and past Calabash. Burchak trying to get a stick in there. Drager finds it, passes it up and out. Just past Heg. Hawks send it in, takes a weird bounce off the glass. Make a pass off the wall. Drager colliding with the big man. Hag gets tripped. Gonna go on a power play. Spartans again with the man advantage, looking to capitalize. Rosenwald, balled off. All on the ice with, I think, Allison and White. Pass up the ball up, takes a shot, goes just over the net. Allison trying to work it, gets it in! Braden Allison puts Spartans up ahead 1 on the power play. Spartans able to capitalize. 2-1.
Watching.
It is, in this day and age, there are women on the ice too, so we should get too many people on the ice. Icing is the call on the Hawks. Head gonna take the face off here by Tracy, and that's a high stick. I don't know how that wasn't called. I think they high sticked it and maintained possession first, so not sure what the ref saw there. Maybe it was our stick. Maybe I missed it. Heg now with the puck. Can't get it past. No! Little turnover, and the Hawks on the charge. Seth wisely staying in that lane, cutting off that pass. And his Chambers on the wall. They find the slot, taking the shot. Calabash in the way. Secures the puck and will take a face off here in the defensive zone. Hey, good pass to Chambers. Chambers with pursuit. He pushes it out, gets bumped off the puck. Still pursuing. Chambers works the puck off the end. Almost a collision there. Tracy will work it in deep and give chase. Gets a stick in there. Now working against the boards. Gets pinned. Tracy's still working that puck. Still with the puck. And they finally work it free. Great work by Tracy there. Strong. Verchek takes the puck. They lift it up and over. And they claw it back. Tied at 2 with 7 minutes and 26 seconds left. Rosenwald. Now Baldoff playing wing for this shift. Seth Baldoff on defense. Seth holds it up. We'll sling it out. Rosenwald and Baldoff bunch up on the wall. That puck does come out. We'll advance it back in the Spartan zone. Trying to feed Rosenwald. Rosenwald tips it forward. And it's a foot race. Rosenwald back with the stick. Good check there. Spartans keep it in. It just hops out. Rosenwald maintains possession. He'll send one in wide of the net. Now behind. Cronin giving chase. Pass up the boards, cut off by Baldoff. They get it back. They'll send one in deep. They're going to call it icing. That was really close. In fact, that was on the line. But I digress. Refs saw it differently, and that's okay. We'll take a face-off from the offensive zone any day. Line's mixing up quite a bit here. Chambers taking that face off, working it towards the net, trying to get it in there, just wheeling that puck towards the net off the face off. That puck passed out the defense, gets between them. Allison picking up the boards, gets it in. Chambers now with it. He'll find looking for that slot. He'll take a shot out in front. Can't get it in there. Allison just outside of his reach. He looks up, trying to center it. And that puck gets up and out. Back into the zone. They quickly reset. Dreger now with the puck. Dreger trying to pass it up. That gets chipped at the line. Spartans on the attack. Shot. Deflected. Now it's loose. Dreger back to the puck out wide. We'll send it back in. Gets deflected to the other end. Allison. Centering pass again. Goes across the paint again. Haig is looking tired. But he still finds the puck and he'll advance it. Dancing around, holding it up, and he gets hit. We're going to get a penalty on that one. Parents disagree again. So once again, I mean, it's all going to be on the mic, you know. We heard the entire team's bench. We were like watching replays and just hearing the screeching in a lot of the other games. But of course, the parents behave much more poorly in out-of-town type things. So these mics are sensitive, at least to screeching. Puck comes all the way in. It's calabash and he freezes it. There we go. Now they're getting real vocal. Gonna get another penalty. I was too busy talking. I wasn't paying attention to what was going on. But 3 on 5. Oh my goodness. Shot comes in. It's loose. Don't get it in. That'll get one of them. The Spartans still in the power play. Roman Haig able to find that puck. The spare change and gets it in up and over the net. 4 minutes and 56 seconds left here. Chambers on the face-off. He's been tough. Strong on the puck. Spartans will get in there. There we go. There we go. So I'm not. There we go. We can get some video on there. I'm not sure. Maybe we shouldn't. Well, it's definitely a circus here tonight. Go 4 on 5 here for a minute and 50. Chambers again working it into the Hawks zone, but they turn it around. Tracy, that could have been a hand pass. Still hitting the line. Haig advances. Now the parents are calling the game. We're going to get an offsides here on the Hawks. Well, if you stayed at home tonight, you missed a wild one. Probably the type that might make you stay. We're going to get a penalty. It looks like there's one up for the Spartans. I don't know who went in the box. Who went in the box?
Liam.
Oh, Tracy. Tracy got caught for hooking. Dragger sending that puck up the boards. Took a weird hop again. Now it goes back in deep. Send it back up the boards. But Rosenwald did a great move. It's trying to take a shot and it gets a stick in the way. They hold it up. Levi balled off in there. They send it up. They take a wide route, trying to send a pass across the crease. Back out the other side. Baldoff able to get to it. Now he's off to the races. Trying to dump it to Rosenwald. I don't think he expected that. Don't see a whole lot of those from him. But he'll turn it around. With some speed. They work it close. Drager, Calabash able to get in front of both of those shots. Not sure where the puck is. Rosenwald will dump it up the boards. Baldoff able to chip that free, and now it's going the other way. He's going to hold it up. Getting hooked and left and right. Rosenwald sends it in. Deflected wide. Baldoff sends it back up to White. White will send it in. Baldoff picking it up. They'll loft one in. It dumps it in front. Rosenwald trying to get a stick in there. They'll send it around. Cross-ice pass cut off by Baldoff. Baldoff will send one in back to the goalie. They'll pick it up and send it back out into neutral ice. And skate into the zone. Jump pass. A shot from the slot, gloved by Calabash. 2 seconds left on the Spartan penalty. 2 minutes and 24 seconds left here in the third period. Haig taking the face off. Hawks possess. They try to get it in deeper. They'll skate it in. Haig trying to get a stick. They pass it out. Gets out of the zone. We're going to be at full strength here. They pull the goalie. Going to be icing. But we didn't do it. Going to get a penalty on the Hawk. That's why they stopped play. They possess the puck, touching it. Another 2 minutes. They'll be out for all but 7 seconds of the game. As you can imagine, the parents don't like the call. Chambers taking this face off. He's been tough on this face off. Guess we're going to get another one in. Must have been a major. Oh, they call the game. That'll do it. They call the game for excessive whatever. I'm not sure. I wonder if we'll get a handshake line here. That concludes the game. And they will line it up, surprisingly. They will line it up. They just called it. Too many penalties or something. I'm not sure. Just lively one here in RMU. This one might go down in history. So that'll conclude the broadcast here today. Thanks for tuning in. We'll catch you. Oh, I guess that will conclude. So we'll try to bring the playoffs to you as well once they work out that schedule, and we'll let you know. Montour Spartans. We're out.